And this is where we are going to begin.
Well, this. I know. Isn't this romantic? Isn't it romantic?
I love just this whole vibe of the show and the set and this.
This is a great little top, isn't it?
It's very English manor house.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it. Mary just came out. She's wearing a brand new, most of the show's new. So if you've watched all day.
This is brand new.
Whew, tons of stuff you still haven't seen.
It's kind of a new fabric for us.
It is?
It's a poly, mostly poly, like a 95 poly. Maybe it's got a little spandex in it, 5% span. Maybe it's rayon, but it's mostly poly, and it's such a wonderful kind of like a beautiful fluid kind of a
It's
knit.
almost like a silky moment.
Yeah, it is.
But wait till you see the sides.
And what about the drape at the neck, the little drapeau?
All right, so here's what it is. It's the Estate Cowl neck.
I mean,
long sleeve top, gold buttons, comes in these colors, and Luke's gonna kill me, but I can't handle the rack like this. It must be turned sideways.
Okay,
I have
fine,
to.
darling,
because there are so many colors that you can't see when it's like this.
You got it.
There's a fruit fly in the studio, so that's very Estate of us. Okay, so
it's
here
in my dressing room all day. I think it's following me.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Okay, so here are your shades, okay? So let me be clear, because this is all brand new. The blue, which is our gorgeous navy. Again, it's fashioned like a blouse.
Yeah.
But this is all a stretch knit.
Yes.
Then the black. Then
I mean, if you get the black, like think of how many times you're going to wear that in black,
look
right?
at this. French vanilla. Look at the cuff on that.
Love it. Yeah, poly span, 5% span, the rest is poly.
And then
love it.
Deep burgundy.
That burgundy is so unusual in this particular top,
Can I pop this
right?
on?
You can
Start
indeed.
talking and I'll
Are
be
you going
back.
to put it on over your top?
No, I'll take it off.
Thank you. But by the way, your name is Anna?
Mary.
Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't know if we've ever actually met, have we? We have? I'm sorry, it's really late, and I've been doing this for 1,000,000 hours. Anyway, Mary. But you look incredible. She's just wearing the black with that little skirt that's coming up a little bit later in the show, and you see what it does, right? It does this thing that a t-shirt can't do, that a blouse can't do. It's just a really dressy kind of jersey top that takes you places. And right now she's wearing it with the skirt, but like if she took that skirt off and just threw on like maybe those suede pants, the long suede pants with the slit in the front, she would be, and like maybe like a dressier shoe, let's say, like maybe a little bare sandal or some kind of jeweled pump or something like that. She would be ready for, I don't know what, like cocktails or like dressy dinner, right? I mean, just everything about the top is so
Tell me about
unexpected and chic.
Look at that.
It's just, wow,
It's very like blouse, right?
Yes.
Like with the cuff and the buttons. But this is very...
I know. It's very designer, romantic.
Very.
Like it looks almost like the top of like an evening gown.
Yes,
But in fact, it's really just in this little top. And that's why I think it's so great, because 1 minute it goes under the suede jacket and it's like daytime, and the next minute you're looking like this, or you would look so great if it was just all like kind of eveninged up. I feel like, and it's so easy. And so easy in the wash, and the fabric is so nice and beefy, and it just feels great on, right? Like you can feel what this fabric feels like to wear. You just have to look at it to know it's a real pleasure to wear.
Was the, because also the sleeves are brilliantly done.
I know.
Was the idea to create a more modern version of the old school ladylike blouse?
You know, the idea was to actually kind of bring something quite dressy to an otherwise very easy care, easy wear
collection
kind of piece. Yeah. So you're getting this kind of drape neckline, which I don't really see that a lot in t-shirts.
It's
you know,
beautiful.
I know, it's really beautiful. I'm going to take it off the hanger for a minute.
And how do you not get
because in the hand, it's so wonderful, you know. And by the way, you just fold it like a t-shirt, and you put it in your t-shirt drawer. See what happens? That just folds up straight like that. So don't worry about the upkeep of this. It goes in the washing machine, and then this part folds up straight. But when you actually have it in your hand, or when you put it on your body, it does that wonderful drapery thing, you know?
I desperately want the deep burgundy.
You know what? You should get it, because it looks really,
and
really
with that,
chic on you.
that plaid, that's a knit plaid skirt coming up. A pull-on.
I love it. That's a full-on.
I gotta show you this.
Yarn dye knitted plaid, by the way. That's not a printed plaid. That's a yarn dye plaid. So I'm very proud of that. Really, the quality of that particular piece is wonderful. The quality of both of everything we do, but I mean, a skirt like that, just to have the drama of a skirt like that, you know? And I just love the way the kind of little
It's very lady
yoke,
of the house.
It's very, very good. And I love the length. It's sort of that mid-calf length.
Like, so this is coming up, just saying. But also, Isaac, this is probably a great time to explain to everybody, like, estate, because so much of the collection tonight is estate.
It's like the idea of our legacy as Americans, you know? It kind of comes from England, right? A lot of it comes from, like you said, that manor with the gravel driveway and the stables and, right? It's our fantasy of what those clothes and how we brought them with us, and we keep bringing them with us into the modern time. We're always inspired by, like, it's always slightly equestrian, right? It's always slightly sort of, you know, garden. You know, there's a garden element to it, and I think it does especially well in fall and winter.
I
agree. You know, like I think something about the fall and winter just makes us want to go, you know, like hounds and, you know, hounds and horses and
because you think of the
horns and
the manor house with the antlers on the wall and the roaring fire, which you only light in the fall winter.
Yes, exactly.
And the leather Chesterfield sofa.
Totally.
With some
and the Hermes scarf and the, you know what I mean, right? It's all just, you know, Hermes started as a maker of saddles. Did you know that?
I think I had heard that.
They started as a cellier. They call them the cellier. They made saddles, right? And anyway, so that's how that all, so that's why all of those details are all, what's the word, like equestrian based, you know, the stitching and the pig grain and all that. And so this is kind of this, my idea of what I would think of a modern version of estate.
I love
and
it.
I love how accessible, like, for instance, this t-shirt, it's a little polyspan knit, and it just, it feels incredible in the hand, and yet, you would never get that a top like this was, first of all, at this value, and second of all, was something you like could like just wear and just toss in the washing machine. Yes,
well, yeah,
really
and the
is.
cream, the navy, the black, and the Bordeaux. Like, I've just tucked it into my jeans, which obviously...
So good. Well, half tuck, which I think is so chic.
Or a half tuck. But I mean, it's just, it's easy and it's effortless, but there's something so special about it. And of course, don't forget, it's all a stretch knit. So it's just like, it is a t-shirt.
Now, Mary is never going to forgive me because I've completely forgot the 500 times that we've worked together before. But it's really, really late for me, darling. I'm sorry.
Been up all day.
Thank you so much. Please forgive me. You must forgive me.
Oh.
And you look amazing. You look so, so, so great. And I'm not just saying that.
All right. So,